welcome to Tuesdays. It's like a teaser tip Tuesday that is, you never know how badly we're going to welcome you. So thanks for being here. This is August, and he is going to help me somehow show you how to do tips for your high scissors and high bicycle. So these are two exercises that really go hand in hand. They look really hard, but the reality is that if you are preparing yourself for them, they're not so difficult, and you can always hold the pose, just so you know. So I'm going to show you the exercises themselves, and then we'll talk them through, and then I'm going to also talk you through exercises that you can do to lead up to it. So stick with me the whole time. Put some comments below if you have any questions. We're going to see how August does with this. So he's a puppy. It's all bets are off with this one. All right, so high scissors, high bicycle comes towards the end. It's like the middle, I should say. And you're really warmed up for it, especially all the stuff you did in extension work. So when you get into it, you squeeze your elbows into the mat, shoulders down. Do not look around. So if you're watching someone do this and you're doing it, don't look at them. It's gonna be not so good for your neck. So watch and then do. So space behind your head, lift your hips up. And so here's the first tip. If you want this to not be in your wrist, you actually have to be reaching from what I call your thighs. It's where your thigh meets your butt. And so if you're like this, that's not gonna feel so good, right? You gotta reach those legs up. So my hands aren't really supporting anything. They're there as a guide. They're kind of reminding me if I'm falling or not. And then notice how I'm not looking down. You wanna keep your chin up. So I don't really see a lot. I can see my feet, I can see my shins, but not much else. So you have to trust what you're feeling. For high scissors, one leg stays to the ceiling. This is really key. The other leg goes forward. You bring it back. So it is not this. This looks really cool in pictures, but there's not a lot happening there muscular-wise. So reach one leg, pull it back. Reach the other leg. And so if you're reaching one leg up to the ceiling, it makes it really easy. August, you're definitely in the way, baby. Makes it really easy to stay up because you've got one leg reaching up. If you've got one leg here, it's gonna feel like you're falling, right? So then, if you're gonna go into high bicycle, it's better if you don't go slow. So you reach one leg and then the other leg, and you're trying to scrape the mat. And scrape the mat. See how I'm able to get to the mat? That is because of what I'm gonna tell you in a moment. You just reach that leg all the way. I'm not getting it on my reverse. And then the transfer is really key. You turn the hands to the side. You thigh stretch your hips over and you roll down. All right, so August, come here, babe. Hi, thank you for listening to me. Okay, so, so what I want you to see is when you look at Pilates exercises you struggle with, I want you to notice what elements of other exercises are in there, okay? So the bicycle, right? The legs reaching, the legs bending, that is, if you flip me over in my stomach, your single leg kick and your double leg kick. And if you're wanting to do things overhead, the more you can strengthen your upper back, the better. So if you go into position, you get into a hold, you're like, I'm falling out of this. How can you get more into your single leg kick and double leg kick, right? Like how can you focus on that more next time you do it? It's really, really key for anything that you're gonna stay on your shoulders, that single leg kick and double leg kick. Thigh stretch on the mat. It comes before this. I'm so sorry, I stopped petting him. He doesn't like that. So thigh stretch on the mat is something that comes before. If you look at the order, high scissors and high bicycle doesn't come at the beginning. It comes halfway through when you've done tons of flexion and tons of extension and then you stretched out the front of your thighs and really connected to your thighs, right? So it's, yeah, okay. So it's really important that you pay attention to those exercises. So instead of going, gosh, I can't do high scissors, high bicycle, well, focus on what you can do, right? That's a really big key for me. So other tips. Again, don't go slow. Slow and steady does not win the race. These muscles are phasic muscles, so they only are able to work like on demand. They don't have this endurance. And so if you're like, okay, if I go slower, it's controlled. Slow does not equal controlled. It is not the definition of control. Control is actually a challenge for you. How fast can you move and stay inside your strength, right? And that is your challenge. Also, I would highly recommend, instead of going to a mirror so you can see what your legs are doing in the mirror, grab your phone, set it up where it can see you, take a video, do the exercise where you're looking at the correct spot, and then replay it back for yourself and go, oh wow, look where my legs are. I thought they were over my hips, but they're way over here. It's like what players do, right? They look back at their own gameplay. So you're not looking at it to judge yourself, you're looking at it to get feedback for yourself if you can't get a teacher's eyes on you. If you want to have more information about the high scissors, high bicycle, the lead ups to it, 2 things. I want you to check out my flashcards. Oh, they're so awesome. We have every single mat exercise on a flashcard so you can draw a few, and if you only have 5 minutes, take a couple exercises and just do those. If you want to take the pictures and look and see, if you turn them this way, what other exercises do they look like to help you study and prepare yourself and deepen your practice. And you can mix them all up and play with your own order. Basically, it's Pilates in your hand, you can take it wherever you want. Other thing you can do is join me on onlinepilatesclasses.com. Every single week we have a new mat class, don't we, August? He is not in them, so don't worry. All the dogs are not in those videos. But every single week you get a class that helps you focus on a theme to strengthen and deepen your practice. It's super fun, we have a great community, and we do life better. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.